Let's help each other.
May I interject now?
Yes.
Okay. I am actually the Napoleon and they are my Steelers. I believe that very clearly that the teachers are the experts. I do not know it all, but I do know how to set the structures in place to develop a culture of learning. So at 52, we are learners before we're teachers and before we could deliver this instruction. You notice not once they mentioned the Common Core because we live the Common Core. Every unit of study were developed by our teachers in all content areas. We didn't get them off a website. We hire consultants that we chose, not that were chosen for us. That we said this is the best people that we want to work with us because we're a good match. We're part of the Common Core lab site from New York City Department of Education. And they're doing a wonderful job for rolling out the Common Core in 1,700 schools. It's been a challenge, but I think our Chief Academic Officer, Shel Saransky, and we have our deputy here, Josh, they're doing, and our network leaders and all that, they're doing a pretty good job in New York City. One thing that the teachers always do, and that's professional planning meetings, that you need to understand, this is all viable in our school. We got to make sure that we're going to do it, and we believe in communication is key. One of the things that we have to be very transparent, everything's got to be given to the staff. We have a website, inwood52.org. All of these documents are on it. We have our own set of rubrics that we develop to make sure that our teachers get better. We use the Santa Cruz teaching standards. We did a little Marzano, a little Ken Marsh, a little Danielson, the old version of Danielson in 2003 or whatever when she came out with it. We made our own rubrics, and now the city of New York, we're going to adopt Danielson. So we're just taking our rubrics out, and then we're using Danielson 4 domains to put them into our professional educators guide that's in this website. And what I've noticed in the 7 years that I was a principal, see, I'm trying to retire already, that I've been a principal at 52, I've noticed that writing in that building has improved with a male population that when I started going there, we used to think 3 paragraphs were enough, and now kids are writing 5 pages. And they're writing a lot. So in all content areas, you get to see that around. The other thing is, since we are constantly working on this, we see what the kids do in 6th grade, and we need to change our 7th grade curriculum then. And that's what we do, and it's revising it to tweak it to make it more challenging, because whatever it is that we did in the 6th grade, we're addressing the standards, so we need to add value to what we did, so we go in all content areas. So we are constantly looking, assessing at the children, so we started this vertical conversations. That's when they do a common planning, and also it helps to have the same people facilitating the common planning meetings. So there's a lot of good things happening in 52. We're not perfect. We have a lot of things that we need to still change, but we're trying to get our hands dirty in this Common Core by providing quality instruction. So,
if you would just very quickly, in your folders, there is a reflection. It has just 2 questions. If you guys could quickly fill that out for us before you go to lunch.
Oh, before we do that, can we read the moral imperative since this is the first time? Any volunteers?
Roger should
put us into the spot.
You inspired me, Roger.
I wanted to share with you guys one of the, we call it excruciating vulnerability that's obvious at this school. They critique each other openly and honestly in a dialogue like this, watching themselves lead professional development to each other. It's almost non-existent in public schools. It happens here every day. And so if there's one thing that I would say, have somebody videotape it and then talk about it and reflect on it and be okay in sharing, like, well, I didn't do very good there. That's what they do, and they're constantly getting better. So that's what I'm most proud of, is that they have this driven commitment to continuous improvement like no one's business.
Ms. Carroll, can you read the moral?
I certainly can. So the I is 52, moral imperative. IS-52 staff is committed to shaping the minds of our children. It is our belief and civic responsibility to prepare our students to become leaders, highly qualified workers, and fine citizens of an intricate and ever-changing society. Our shared belief is that all students are capable of achieving great success despite the challenges they face, such as language barriers and poverty. While we have been commended for the work that we do in our school, the most satisfying and rewarding compliment as an educator can receive is when a student makes a statement such as, IS-52 is the root of our dreams. And I have asked for this.
And with that said, I think that pretty much sums up what we heard in the speakers for the last couple of days. That is our civic responsibility, and I'm just going to say to all of us here, it is time, I heard this last week in the conference that I was, it is time for us to reclaim, and you're probably going to hear that this afternoon from Stephen Stewart or whenever he speaks. It's time for us to reclaim our profession. And we need to start making the choices. All right? Thank you very much.